Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday evening, which means we're going to be going over the patch notes that are going to be going live tomorrow, January 4th, 2024. Bear with me if I am a little bit tired, if I sound a little bit run down for this video. I am on call this week, and I got 2 work calls last night, and as such, I haven't had a whole lot of sleep. So I'm going to make some YouTube videos for you folks, and then I am going to hit the hay tonight. But we do have the patch notes live up on the official Eternal Evolution Facebook page. This is a new content cycle. So the collab event is over. The Christmas events are over. We are now going into more new original Eternal Evolution IP content. And we've got some interesting things in here. So let's dive in. So blah, 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 donkey punch, blah, 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 500 diamonds as a compensatory gift. Okay, so patch is going to be up. It's going to be live. Roughly, it's usually 3 a.m. My time. I'm Central Standard Time. So it'll probably be, what is that, 5 a.m. Eastern? I don't know. Saskatchewan doesn't change their clocks, so I can't keep up with you, what time zone's what. All right, what do we got? What do we got? The good stuff. All right, so here we go. New hero, a new Eternal Evolution focus hero, CARABYNE, the Dark Rebel. He is a SSS Atlas tank who can deal damage to enemies in a rectangular area and has a chance to knock down targets because he's a tank. He can gain a shield and gain crit reduction, which is good against energy, hunters, assassins. His basic attack deals extra damage equal to a percentage of his max HP, and he has a chance to cause damage to all surrounding enemy units, aka an AoE. When entering battle, he enters Guardian state and gains crit reduction. When his accuracy reaches a specific amount, he dispels the invincibility effects of all hit targets before causing damage, which means he is going to allow tanks to more effectively counter vanguards and to counter basically assassins. Any team that they're going to run Fiona on, and Fiona is usually with assassins or vanguards, unless you're running Miranda with your vanguards, which a lot of people do, at least in 1v1. So he's going to want HP, he's going to want accuracy, and he maybe even a crit reduction helm. I don't know. Maybe. That could be interesting. Maybe for PvP. We'll see, although you're probably going to want to run an accuracy helm. Since he teleports, I do believe he can't crit. I'm going to make a video on his initial kit release. Actually, his full kit release is available now. I'm going to do a video on that too. So if you're watching this video, that video is also up. So I'm excited for this guy. He looks really cool. We looked at him in my Tuesday video. And he looks really, really cool. All right, this was really, really hot off the press. Enhanced Leo's Awakening skills. All right, already. I did not expect it to come this soon. I thought it was going to take them more days than like 2 to test, since they kind of left for the long weekend and just got back into the office Tuesday morning. But no, they're right out the gate with some updates to Leo's Awakening. So, number 1, modified his Awakening passive skill, Mountain Lord. So every time Leo takes damage, he restores 1.5 of his max HP. Leo can freely switch between using energy or rage to unleash his ultimate skill. And if he chooses to use rage, Leo restores 30 rage per second. Okay, let's go. I want to go in game and look at this because it says it's his passive Mountain. Was it? Mountain Lord. Okay, let's pull up Leo. I do have him somewhat awakened on this account. I don't think he's very highly awakened. Okay, so his passive is this one. So it's his Awakening 3, which the majority of us did take him to. So what this says is he no longer uses energy to activate his ultimate skill, and he replaces it with Rage. Each time Leo takes damage, he recovers 1.5% of his max HP. Now, where that has changed is, yes, he does, when he takes damage, he restores his max HP. That's the normal stuff. But they're updating it to be Leo can freely switch between energy or rage to release his ultimate. And if we choose rage, Leo is going to restore 30 rage per second. And it can be switched in the Hero Details tab. Now, what does that mean? How can we switch the ultimates? Well, I don't know if I can show you. But when you... I don't have Daniel on this account. I don't have Daniel at A5. But this is like the hero... This is his hero details page, what you're looking at right now. All of this. This is the hero details page. It includes everything. So what you do, though, is once you get him to his A5 unlocked, there's going to be an indicator right over here. You can switch if you want his old one or his new one. Or it may even be on his passive tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It would make more sense if this is where you toggled it, since this is the one that switches him over to Rage. But maybe he's Rage, and I don't know, maybe the toggle is going to be here, because you see it's going from A to B, A to B, A to B, so you can switch it between these two. So does it say on here you can? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they're changing his passive. They're going to make it a little bit better, because he's not really built well for Rage, as we've known till now. Number 2, modified the description of his X20, so mountain skill enhancement. When the death immunity effect is triggered, Leo immediately recovers 600 energy or rage. Why is that significant? Because he wasn't restoring rage, he was restoring energy, and that didn't help because we had switched his energy bar over to a rage bar. So I don't know if these two things alone are going to fix him, because it doesn't seem like he's going to have a whole lot of survivability in his kit, really. Maybe with energy, switching his ultimate to energy is going to help, because we saw that an energy ultimate, energy is recharged the lower your HP goes, and that's, we kind of discussed this in the Leo Awakening video. And again, I'm going to transition over one more time. We're going to look at him. So this is going to be, this is his passive. This is what's getting updated. We can supposedly switch it here. A5 is his ultimate. And then here, you see that once you get him up to A7 is when I think he's really actually going to be able to start rolling. And this is enhances. This is a passive, or not a passive. This is a talent trait on his ultimate. The damage of this skill increases by 15%. The third instance deals true damage. But then this one, this is his passive. So this is a talent on his passive. Enemies at a distance of 4 meters or more deal 30% less damage to Leo, right? So, effective against true damage. So that's going to help mitigate the damage. And then the more damage this does, since it's got lifesteal, it's going to heal him up more. We'll see. I think I'm really hopeful. I am actually hopeful that he is somewhat fixed. I have been told from some people that I do refer to as the EE insiders. They've said that on the test server, he appears to be better. But we'll see once we get him live in the population, in the general population. We're going to put him through his paces. We'll be the arbiters of whether or not he's fixed or not. And we will definitely let EE know if we find him sufficient as an awakened hero. So that's enough. So we're getting CARABYNE, and we're getting an update to Leo's Awakening. They did say they were going to fix it, and they fixed it, and they fixed it quickly, which I'm actually quite pleased by. What else are we getting? So, a new limited recruitment event. We are getting CARABYNE, Na Feng, and Sorietta. Na Feng and Sorietta are actually useful for new players. So, if you are a brand new player, you've just started playing Eternal Evolution in the last 4 months, because I do believe you can get this banner in your week 3 and 4. So, if you are brand new, if you've been playing for 2 weeks and you're going into week 3, you can get this banner. Na Feng will help you on your Vanguard team, and Sorietta will be useful until you get to like Disa, Caves, X, 1, 2, 3, where you're going to have to use Hunters. Sorietta will be useful up until then. 14 days, because we're day 1 of a new content cycle. The secondary or the complementary banner, along with CARABYNE, is Sif, Paluno, and Rakana. Now, Paluno, not good for new players. You will not use him. You might use him very, very briefly at the beginning of the game for the Atlas faction mine. He is an energy hero, but you will quickly drop him off. Whereas Rakana, definitely one of the better, well, there's not a whole lot of elite assassins, but Rakana does have uses right up until endgame. He's got a really, really fast base speed, which is can be useful on the Guild Hunt Whale Boss. So Sif is the second best summoner. So I will definitely be doing the 59, 1, 61, and then continuing on because we're getting a Mirror Reformation. I will definitely be getting a copy of Sif for my account because I only have her at like Immortal 2, I think. So that's really, really cool. That's a really good secondary banner. That's a really, really nice one. And it was due for Sif. I think Sif it's been 7 or 8 weeks since her last banner. And I do believe that was her giant tower and her wish list. So Sif coming around. All right, 7 days. A new Mirror of Reformation event will open on Summers. This is the recruitment event that is live the first week for the new hero on his banner. Or these are the rewards you get for pulling on his banner. So it's open on some servers, meaning any server where you can get him, meaning week 3 and 4 and onward of a new account. During this event, you'll receive the corresponding rewards by recruiting a certain number of times in the designated limited recruitment banner, that being CARABYNE. The main rewards on the Mirror of Recruitment are CARABYNE himself, which used to be at 180, but since this is the first time we're having a Mirror of Reformation come since the advent or the implementation of the Awakening system, we don't know if it's going to be pushed back to 300, because that's what they did for the Collab banner. Whereas the Collab units used to be able to get the selector at 180, they revamped it to put Awakening materials in there and pushed it back to 300. I really, really hope not, because I would only ever pull up to 180 on these banners. But we'll find out shortly, like in 12 hours, a little bit less, what the break marks are for this. But say like the Chaos Soul Crystal Nucleus, that's the general one. Don't know where that is. Also got Leo's Soul Crystal Nucleus, don't know where that is. Then we got some Dust, and then we got Astral Recruitment cards. The Astral Recruitment cards in the Dust are fairly early, but I'm assuming that the copy of CARABYNE, the Chaos Nucleus, and the Leo Nucleus will be fairly high up. New Details Gathering is going to be kicking off for 7 days. This is the complement or the offsetting banner to, what did we just have? We just had Quantum Mimic, right? So this always comes around every second week, as well as Gamuzo's Bell. So what can you get this time? This week you're going to get Boar. Blech. Really, the Details Gathering is just a facilitated game mode to allow you to get rusted gears to spin on the bell. But if you do spend 99 cents a day, you can get basically cheap red runes if you do it every day for 7 days. Since I bought the yearly pass, I no longer do the 99 cent a day. I don't. My spending is very, very minimal in this game now. I spend on like battle passes, stuff like that, right? More mid-tier purchased items. I don't need red runes. Now my red runes are starting to stack up, and I actually will have a surplus of red runes, which is nice. That is new. That has not really happened to me forever in this game. So, and then Gamuzo's Bell, which is the offsetting event to Details Gathering. Well, I guess the complementary event to Details Gathering. The main rewards are CARABYNE, Sif, and then Dominant Nucleus. So the reason why I feel that they're pushing Dominant Nucleus and Sif now is because if you look at the banner rotation pattern, in 2 weeks we're likely to have a new summoner, which is going to make the summoner team pretty outlandish, if you ask me. Which is why they're pushing Sif and Dominant Nucleus. Dominant Nucleus is the best in slot first slot prototype for summoners. That's the one that's going to ramp up your damage. Sif, she's a facilitator of mega damage, and she also does huge damage herself. So usually you can kind of see where they're going, what they put on some of these wheels and whatnot. Like what did we get? It was Jaina and Solar Flare in Quantum Mimic, but that doesn't make sense because we don't have energy. Energy's like weeks away. But I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's just my little tinfoil hat theory. But the CARABYNE copy, cool, but you know, it's RNG. If you want to guarantee you to get everything on this wheel, you have to spend $300, and in today's game, I wholeheartedly do not promote spending $300 to get this stuff. The Mythic Divine prototypes, especially Dominant Nucleus, can be got in Twilight Lands when it comes back into the rotation. So don't feel a need to spend on this to get the Dominant Nucleus. Even though it's that good, it will come back around. Don't spend $300. And then we get Galactic Treasure for 10 days. Event is open on some servers. During the event, you defeat opponents in Galactic Arena. So how this works is there's like a huge grid. And you need to win Galactic Arena. Win, not just attempt. You need to win in Galactic Arena 5 times a day. And then you're going to get these stones, and you can pull on them. Now, if you can skip a couple days, there are plenty of stones. You can get like 1.5 pages of rewards. The second page kind of sucks, though. But usually this event has a gene hybrid in the top corner. So it's very, very important you do this. If you need to sync your rankings now, tonight, do it. Revamp your defense on your Galactic Arena so you fall way down if you have to. If you're way up there and you really struggle for wins, start tanking your rankings now. Go and put your defense, make it like nothing, like 1 character per team, and start tanking those rankings in preparation for this event, which comes live tomorrow. Project Premium Development, we don't care. That is the spend like $5,000. I'm shocked that that is still in the game. And I can't see many people spending on that, but maybe they do. And then Twilight Land starts. Yay! Good old Twilight Lands. Remember that they did say in their Q1 Road Ahead that they were going to eventually update how Twilight Lands worked and how you placed and how you ranked. So enjoy it as it is now, because it's going to change. It's going to change. But for now, same old, same old. It's the Race to the End 15, which, you know, it usually takes about half an hour, and then we wait for 10 days, and then we rush for 10 minutes on stage 16. So that's all the content. That's the events. That's the new hero, the updates to Leo, etc. What else are we getting? Interoperated servers, basically server merges. So I'm not going to read all this. What they're doing is they are they're starting the server merges now. So I've been told that their first priorities out of their Q1 roadmap is going to be the server merges, and then as soon as the server merges are done, Guild versus Guild. Guild versus Guild is coming back. They are working on that right now. We'll probably see Guild versus Expedition as well, because that is kind of a Guild versus Guild mode. But they really want the guilds on all these servers to be able to fill back up, to get to max capacity, so that we can actually battle each other and make the game mode actually viable. Because if we got a bunch of dead guilds fighting dead guilds, it's not going to work. So how this is working is, it's not, if you are on a server right now that is really quiet, you just dominate your server. Your server isn't going to get an influx of new people. So when they say, like, number 1, Asia Warzone 1, servers 1 to 57, traditional, I don't know what this means, 1 to 30. So how it used to work, say like North America, the server clusters were NA 1 to 10, and then it was NA 11 to like 75. So what they're doing is they're not eliminating servers, the individual servers, and repopulating them. So if you're alone on your server and you're winning, you're still going to win. What they're doing is they're opening up, they're broadening the server clusters to allow more people to be in the clusters to be able to go into guilds. So individual servers are staying the same, but the clusters are expanding. So you see Asia 24 to 56. So this is going to be a cluster. This is going to be a cluster. This is going to be a cluster. I don't know what the Asia server clusters were before, but these are the ones they're doing now. They're doing Asia first, then they'll probably do NA, then they'll probably do Euro. Blah, 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 blah. What is it? So why they're doing this? Once the servers are merged, players in the same server war zones, which is the clusters, will be allowed to friend, chat, create, and join guilds with each other. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Especially, I can't wait to see the NA ones, because like I said, NA 1 to 10 is a island out in the ocean with nobody on it except for a whole bunch of krakens. So I'm looking forward to, I know I got some buddies that are in my Discord server in the NA 1 to 10. I want them in my guild. Especially for Guild vs. Guild, because there's some freaking beasts in 1 to 10. So they're doing Asia first, blah, blah, blah. Then modifying Hell Arena. They're not modifying Hell Arena. It is Season 4 is starting. Right now, we are in our last week of Hell Arena. And Season 4 is going to begin on Monday. Which it says right here. Hell Arena will begin its 4th season, the Guardian season, on January 8th. So the mechanic for this specific season is Protection Hymn. For the first 30 seconds of battle, all tanks, energy, and summoner heroes will take 50% less crit damage. So those are going to be your buffed teams. So tanks, of course, they want you to use the new tank, right? Energy and summoners. Okay. I'm not going to... For me, that's not going to change anything. What that's going to do is that is going to somewhat nerf assassins. But it's also going to nerf energy as well. Because if you think, like, tanks usually kill energy. Now, due to the current season's mechanics where the energy was limited, the energy regen was limited. I know I'm saying energy too many times, but what this is going to do is the tank counter to, or the energy counter to tanks might not work. Because since the tanks don't crit, it doesn't affect what they do to the energy team, but since the energy team is revolving around crit damage, what they do to the tank team is very, very, very drastically reduced. That also means that, say, the summoners are probably going to be able to counter Korra assassins a lot better, because summoners can kill non-Korra assassins now, but Korra screws it up. Now, since they take 50% less crit damage, maybe summoners can kill Korra assassins. And then, like, tanks going up against, say, Artemis hunters. That's going to be a fun one. We'll see if that works, because hunters are also going to be nerfed, right? They're not going to be able to crit as much against tanks. So, cool. All right. I think I like this mechanic more so than the current mechanic, which is decreased energy. Like, no resonant sets are nullified. I can actually slap my resonant sets back on and actually run full team mechanics. I just got to take into account that crit damage reduction. And then here's the trophies. So, if you've seen the pop-ups in-game, it's telling you to basically spend all your currency, otherwise you're going to lose it. Now, I have enough red name tag currency banked in order to buy all of the trophies day one. So what you're going to do, and you are going to get paid out at the end of this week, but you are not, after Monday, when you get paid out for this week, you cannot purchase the trophies that are in store right now. You only have, what is it, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have 4 days to purchase what is in the Hell Arena shop right now. What you also have to keep in mind is that if you have banked up the currency to get the new trophies come Monday, on Sunday night, before you go to bed, empty all your trophies out of your collection so that you can buy the new ones and then plop them in right when you wake up in the morning and when first thing you do when you log into the game. So, what are the trophies? Let's read them. So, the shop will remove the limited trophies of the Leap season and add the limited trophies of the new season at the same time. So now what do we get? So let's see. We are the big ones. Look at the bottom. So these are the little ones up top are probably the black name tags. And these are all PvP. So this is a PvP season. They always rotate. They go PvP, PvE, PvP, PvE. So this is what they went. Season 1 was PvE. Season 2 was PvP. Season 3 was PvE. Now we're back to PvP. So these are the important ones, given that the game is moving towards more PvP content. Eternity's Music Box. In PvP, Hunters, Tanks, and Vanguards get 12% HP. Now that is really viable for Vanguards and Tanks, obviously. Vanguards are going to double dip on that because they're going to convert that HP into attack. Relic Camera. In PvP, Energy Summoners and Assassins get 12% HP. Now these are the little ones again. And then the Celestial Tarot card in PvP, Support Heroes get 24% HP. This is good because we have not had a lot of support trophies in game. In fact, I don't think we've had any. If we come look, if you guys know this, you can actually go see all of the buffs all of your trophies give you. I don't know how many trophies I have on this account since this account sucks. Right? Enough. But if you click... It's not collection, is it preview? Yeah, here we go. So here we go. So what you see is these are all your bonuses. Now where's support? Look at support right here. Nothing. And I think even my main account, nothing. Right? They're going to get a little bit of bonuses from their class, right? Wenfear, Terran, Atlas, yada, yada, yada. But there's up until now, there has been no support specific trophies. So that's cool. And that's a big old HP bump. That is good. My Fiona wants that bad. And then this is the big one. This is going to be the big trophy. Crimson Abyss energy upper limit increased to 4. You know, that's good. That's more leveling mats for you, right? That's a way of, they're going to basically giving you the option to get more Rubelite, more XP, more soul potions, because you can do one more free run of Crimson Abyss. I want this one. I will equip this one. I will maybe forego one of the other dungeon ones for this one, because I don't think I have the room. And now we get into the big ones. And this is just the same thing. Hunters, Tanks, Vanguards, 16% HP. Energy Summoners and Assassins, 16% HP. And then Supports, 30%. So if you get both and equip both, these do stack. These do stack. This is going to increase Supports HP by 54% in PvP. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Big old stat bumps coming this time, but just for PvP. You equip this in your collection, it's got no PvE bonuses except for the big dog red trophy, large trophy. In endless battles, all heroes get 20% attack. This is your priority because, well, this is your priority if you care about placing in endless battles, because if you don't have this, or if you have no way to get this, you're poop out of luck. Your ranks are going to suffer real hard in endless battles. And this is unfortunate because I don't think a lot of people are going to have a whole lot of red name tags saved up. This is 1,200. You need 1,200 currency. Now, over the course of the season, you could probably accrue that. This is the one you want. Then I would say if you're getting another one, maybe the support one. I don't know. Maybe. But you need 2,400 red currency to get all of these day one, which I have banked up. But yeah, this endless battle one, oh boy, that's going to change things. Oh, bug fixes. Oh, that's small. That's a small bug fix. Fix the issue that the entrance of travel packs not displayed. Don't care. Fix the issue where a red dot would also be displayed at the event entrance when there was a red dot for the... I don't know what a travel special pack is. Don't care. That's it. All right. Okay, cool. So it doesn't seem like a whole lot, right? It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's the TLDR is we are getting CARABYNE. Where's my camera transition? There it is. We're getting CARABYNE, and then we are getting the update to Leo's Awakening. We're going to see how that goes tomorrow. We're going to put that through its paces. I will try to put out a video on how much he's changed. Stay tuned for that tomorrow night. I will try to have that up with the deep dive of CARABYNE. And then we got Twilight Lands, and we got New Hell Arena. And what else? That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Mirror Reformation, all that stuff that comes with the new hero. So, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to try to get that kit reveal, or that... Usually I don't do kit reveals, but I think I'm going to do one just because. Just because, right? Just because. And then tomorrow I will have the deep dive up for CARABYNE, because I do have the resources to take him all the way to Immortal X30, Hyper Evolved. Probably not Hyper Evolved 120, but definitely Hyper Evolved something. So stay tuned. Thank you for coming, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Cheers, peace, and bye-bye.